Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I think it's working. But I need to change the position of it. Okay. Give me a second. Oh gosh, that's me. Let's see. Well, for the meantime, I guess we're just gonna have to do this. So let me hook this back up here quick. How's that, guys? Is that good? Well, here we are. I am doing my first painting stream. And today I am going to be painting up the Warp Talons from the Shadowhunt Kill Team box. I have a couple minis here on the table. So I have the Chaos Lord with the jump pack with the Night Lord's helmet on. And I already kind of messed up because I didn't put any gray on him before starting the red. It's fine. But I do have another guy over here, and he'll kind of be my map, I'll say, for how I want this guy to look. How is everyone, though? Let's see. Hey, Chris, how you doing? All right. So what I'm going to do with these guys here, I have a new brush, and it's a very soft little brush here. And I'm just going to start just dry brushing a little bit of this standard Mechanicus gray on them. But what I have been using is this disgusting brush right here. This is what I have been doing in the past. It's very very crunchy, very thick. And so that's what I've been using in the past. But today I'm going to try something a little different. Let's see. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of stuff here and just going to go like that. Let's see how this works. I almost like the messy look of the other one a little bit better. But we will see. And I'm gonna be batch painting all these, so it's not like we're gonna get some like really cool 4-hour stream of me doing one guy. No, I'm just gonna show you my process for all of them. So I'm just gonna dry brush these. And maybe next time I will get the camera in the right position so that you guys can actually get a little bit of a better view. More. And I just want to reiterate, guys, I am not good at this. Like, at all. I just want to show you guys that it's possible. it's so much more fun when you get to bring these guys to a shop and they're fully painted up. And no one cares. No one cares if they look horrible. They're just excited that they actually are painted. Let's see. Some of you guys are going to notice that I'm not I'm not thinning my paints, brother. Yeah, I'm not doing it. You know, I thin my whites because I just really don't like painting with white all that much. But everything else, I just kind of use it out of the pot. And I just kind of go like that. And I know that people are going to meme on me and say, oh, what are you doing? And I don't really care, to be honest. I really don't. Like I said, I do it with my whites. I do it with my whites for sure. Because I really don't like any whites that I've used. They're just, the consistency is really strange. And I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan of it at all. Okay. I'm trying to give him more of like a rusted look. And I go over it with a little bit of Nuln Oil after I get the red on. So for example, I'll take this. I get the red on. So I'll put that on the shoulders here and the armor pieces. And then I go over it with a bit of Nuln Oil just to get it a little darker. Yes, Chris, everyone does have their own process for sure. And mine is not amazing, but hey, it's okay. A little bit more in there. If I were to restart painting my guys again, I would definitely be painting with probably like contrast paints. I really don't like. Yeah, it's really annoying, to be honest, getting into all the recesses and stuff with your thick paints, your bases and whatnot. I would much rather just do like those really watery coats and get it looking gray first, but that's what I would do if I would restart. But I'm here. This is what I'm doing. I think I need some more. Let me get my brush fly a little bit here. Take some of that off. Let me shake this up a little bit more. Just so I can get some more paint going on here. There we go. That's a little better. People are probably screeching right now if they're watching this. What is he doing? Doesn't he know that he's going to be ruining his pots? Yep, I do. That paint's expensive. Yes, a little bit. But it gives me an excuse to go into the store. I have messed up so many times, guys. It just happens. I remember when I was painting my Ultramarines, I got some Terminators, and you know the white parts on their shoulders and on their knee pads. I was painting some white on those, and it just turned out so horribly. And I had to like walk away from it for a little bit because I was so frustrated with how it turned out. And eventually I came back to it, but what I had to do was I had to get some alcohol, some rubbing alcohol, and I just had to like dunk them in because I just hated the paint job so much yeah, I just kind of had to restart on them, which sucked in the moment, but at least I learned a little bit about how to do it. And this whole process is just learning. You're not going to be good when you first start out. That is for sure. But hey, maybe that's what my giveaway is going to be, is helping you first start out. It's a little trick I learned, going like this to get your brushes back to a point. And sorry if it's a little blurry at times. I don't have the best camera. I'm just using my phone camera, really. And what happened there? Something happened there. I think I messed up. Yeah, it got too watery somehow. I probably didn't dry the brush enough. And I don't really care that I got it really gray right there. I really don't care. My Night Lords are supposed to be just ramshackle and really beat up. That's the lore behind my guys. So if they're not all uniform, it's okay in my book. Again, it's more that I just have them all painted. I think that's the most important part here. And if you guys need to make me like have me move or something to get you like a better angle, let me know. I think it's okay for now. I wish the camera was flipped, but hey, it's all right. That was on me. I had a job interview today. So that was nice. It was for like an office position with the state of California. That'd be pretty cool if I got that. I'm not expecting it though. We'll see. Hi, Avery. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, I did buy some like bat wings for these guys, but I didn't like the way that they looked. I bought them off of Etsy, and they just didn't really fit all that well. So I just went for these little winglets here. I don't think that I'll put them on my raptors, the winglets, just so that I can kind of differentiate between the two. I mean, the claws are a pretty good differentiation between my warp talons and my raptors. But yeah, I like these little wings. They're really cool. Let me see here. I really liked this helmet. This one's really cool. I love how long the beak is. But of course, I love the bat skull heads. Those are so cool. Okay, on to the next one. Just lightly dusting these guys. Hey, what's up? Eric has entered the chat. Eric just played some D&D with us on Saturday for the first time, and I hope that he had a good time. I'll get his whole bottom here. Okay. Perfect. It's kind of hard to see from this angle because I'm kind of like over on this side, well, to your right. So the camera's right in front of me. So I'm trying to kind of get in here and be able to see. I'm working with what I got. So gotta get their little talon feet here. And in the recesses. Because people are totally going to look at the backs. Oh, yeah. See, I know that it's here, but no one else does. So, yeah, here's his little face. It's very Night Lords-esque. Very Night Lords. And let's get the inside of his engine. On my other Night Lord Raptors, I haven't gotten the inside of the engines yet. Painting it that red fire or that jet. I haven't done it yet. It's on my to-do list. So we will see how that turns out. What is that? A little red piece right here. What is that? Huh. Give me a second, guys. Let me try and see if I can get rid of that. If I don't knock my camera over, gosh. Ugh. What is that? Just a little bit of red paint somewhere. Huh. Okay. Let's keep going. Again, just a little dry brush here. And I really like their little loincloths that they got going on here. That'll be fun to paint. I painted like a flesh, like, you know, some flayed skin for their loincloth. So that'll be fun with a little bit of blood and whatnot, dried blood on it. It'll be fun. You guys can all hear me well? Nothing nothing crazy at all. You guys, I'm coming in clear. I'm glad you had a good time, dude. Where are we in the campaign right now? Right now, the party has left Silvery Moon. And tomorrow I'm going to do a little campaign update on Instagram if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. They left Silvery Moon in a hurry. We'll just say that. You guys will have to go on Instagram and check it out tomorrow as to see why they left in a hurry. Anyways, they went to this little keep about 75 miles away from Silvery Moon, and they met up with their newest companion, Eberk, the dwarf bard. That is who Eric is playing as. And they ran into an Oni that was inside the castle. And that was fun. It was very silly. It was a very, very silly time. But I had a blast for sure. Top Hat Kitty. Oh my god, is this play about us? Who's Top Hat Kitty? I'm not sure. The play. Oh, Heidi. Yeah, the play that yes. There was the Oni tried to get into the theater at the castle, and he was a very theatrical Oni. We'll just say that. It was funny. I usually play music during my games just to get some background stuff going. And the music I was playing was this band that I found. They were called Freshman Biology. And if you look into that music, it is it's definitely very schizoid, for sure, but it was very funny. So, okay, what I'm going to do here is I know that I have the red painted. I know it's already painted, but I did not get that gray dry brush on here. So you guys are probably going to scream, but I am going to kind of dry brush over it. But that's the good thing about painting here, guys, is that I can just paint over it. So I'm not really too worried. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I have the ultimate eraser here. It's called more paint. Okay. I love these skulls on here. Come on. Come on. There we go. These skulls and body parts that he has on here. It's very, very Night Lords. Very Night Lords. Here we go. Painting over the red that I had already painted because I'm an idiot and I I forgot to do it. I don't even know why I started painting it red. I don't know why. I just completely just forgot. This was a couple weeks ago. I think I was just so excited to have him and get him ready that I just started going for it. So, hey, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Try that off again. And the winglets on this one, I gave him these spooky skeleton ones because I think it's kind of on brand for a Chaos Lord with a jump pack, especially a Night Lord's one for sure. Here we go. Pick that up. Hopefully I can get to at least some of the white today, just so I can show you how much I hate doing it. We'll see. But yeah, I bought bat wings for them and just did not like how it looked. It happens. Not too upset about it. Okay. One thing that I wish was that I did not have these Chaos Undivided symbols on them. Yeah, my whole idea, which I know it's not original at all, is that Night Lords are not super big fans of everyone else. So they only use chaos to their own ends. But it's fine. I've taken them off for a couple of my guys, but yeah, a lot of them still have it on there. It's fine. Try this guy off here. And I think, here, I'm going to line these guys up. I probably did kind of in order here. Let's go like that. Like Just, you know, this paint dries really quickly, so I'm not too worried about it getting muddy, but we'll see. Just gotta drink some water here. So what I'm next gonna do is I'm probably gonna put some of this Mephiston red on the shoulder pads, as well as the edges of the armor, as you can see, with this guy here. So he's got the red kind of going around here, here, here. I might get to the helmet. I'm not sure yet. I might get to it. Well, I guess the only one that I would have to get to is the Chaos Lord. There's going to be a little bit of red on some of the other guys, but yeah. So here on the armor for their fists, and over here. Let me shake this up a little bit here. All right. So again, I'm just going to be taking it right out of the pot. Say what you want. And I might change my brush out too, because this is really small. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. If I mess up with the details somewhere around here, I'll use the small one. But for now, I'm going to use this kind of bigger one. It's a layer brush. Let me see if I have any base brushes. I do, but it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. We'll go for it. So, I do have some stuff to reshape my brushes. I should probably go ahead and do that. I use this this goop here, Gentastics Drunken Brush Goop. So I might as well do that now with my my dry brush, just to get it back into a good state. So you get a bunch on there, and you just start working it back. Kind of brings it to a point when you use the palm of your hand. Sometimes you really got to work it in there. This is a dry brush though, so I'm not like too upset that I got a couple little hairs sticking off. Probably barely see it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you can barely see it, so I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it don't matter. Oh, gross, dude. I am so sorry. All right. So, oh, I grabbed the layer brush again. I don't really think it matters. Okay. So here goes nothing. Just going to start slowly going across this thing. Ooh. It has been a while since I've done this. And I'm usually holding this thing like right up to my face. So yeah, maybe I can try and get a little closer here without knocking anything over. Oh, see, I just moved it. I just moved the camera. So let's see. And again, the good thing here is that I can just go over this again. If I do mess something up, I just go over it with something to fix it up. Some people are going to be like, "Oh, well, you based it, with the Mechanicus Gray. So how are you going to rebase it?" I don't. I just paint it black because again, these guys are kind of messed up. At least in my book, in my lore for my Night Lord's Warband here. Speaking of warbands, I played Mordheim last Saturday, and that was a blast. If any of you guys don't know what Mordheim is, it is this game. I'll kind of give you the basic rundown. It's more of a fantasy type role playing game. It was made by Games Workshop, I think, back in the 90s. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hard. Trying to get the recesses of his gauntlet here. Anyways, it was this game made back in the 90s, and the lore behind it is that this like meteor or something hit this city, which I think it's called Mordheim. And this city has some like strange like magic stones in it. And everyone wants these magic stones. What am I going to do up here for that? You see his like the scary face right here. What I have been doing is I've been using like the flesh to go over that, but it kind of goes right into the red. So we'll see. I think I'm just gonna kind of at least get the edges for now and go from there. So anyways, in Mordheim, there's this ruined city where a meteor struck, and everyone wants the magic stones in the city. And so they have these like little war bands, these little treasure hunters that go in and they're trying to collect the magic stones. And you have to like fight each other. It's almost like a skirmish game, kind of like Kill Team. Um, and so I was playing as a dwarf warband, which was really fun. I love dwarves. I feel like I am a dwarf. I hear people compare themselves to hobbits too often. Oh, I'm a hobbit. I like to just sit around all day and do nothing. No. Um, that's lame. You should be a dwarf. If you're short and you got a beard and you like to have a couple drinks here and there, you're a dwarf. You like to go into the caves and swing a hammer or something. Sorry, guys. I know you probably I need to get better at keeping the model here on the screen. Sorry, guys. It's just hard. This is difficult. Usually I'm like really close with this thing. So when I paint, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to get the bottom of this armor piece here. Oh gosh, I hope that this paint doesn't like get on there or something. So I'm going to get in here in the bottom recesses of my warp talon. This is going to be a while, guys. I like to take my time with these shoulder plating, the trim on the shoulders. So you guys are stuck here. We're going to be doing this for a while. Especially since I can't get really close in there. And like you can barely see it, but I didn't get all the way in there. I didn't. It's just too hard, and most of the time no one's going to see it. So, yeah. Ooh, Probably put too much paint on right there. That's okay. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah. I think that's good. Because I want to put that flesh on for the monster face on his shoulder pad. So I think that's going to be okay. I like that. On to the next side. And another thing is I'm not getting these little lightning bolt parts. I'm gonna go over that with white eventually here, but that's gonna be after I put the Nuln Oil on. That contrast. Nuln Oil, for those who don't know, it's like basically a watercolor, and it's just used to shade a little bit. And I don't have a lot, but I have enough. I have enough that I need. Um, and so that's gonna, make everything a little bit darker. It gives me what I want. So yeah, after I put the Nuln Oil on, then I'll go back and I will put the white onto the lightning bolts. And then I'll do some pretty cool stuff with the lightning bolts. I put Aethermatic blue over the lightning bolts, giving it that lightning look. And again, I am not good at this, guys. I just want to show you guys that it is possible. It just takes time. Just takes time. Time and patience. Okay, so there's a little bit right here that I want to get. And I want to get a little bit right here as well. Okay. All right. I wonder how long the delay is with the chat and me. So if someone wants to put in well, let me see. I was thinking after our D&D session, I should have just named my character Worsk. That name would have been better. Dude, I don't care. We can just go ahead and change your name. I am so lax when it comes to D&D. You're going to learn this in some of my other videos. I'm really loosey-goosey. I'm just here for the fun. So if we want to change your name to Worsk, that would be fine, dude. I do not care. I don't care. And no one at the table cares either. It'd probably be better. It'd probably be easier to say than Eberk. I keep wanting to say Ebrick for your character name. Uh, and I think everyone I think everyone does. So Worsk would definitely be easier for sure. Ederk, Erdirk, Erdirk. And it was your first session too. It was your first time playing. So like I am so cool. If you want to like change out spells that you're not feeling or whatever, if you want to change your character's name. Heck, if you wanted to change your character entirely, if you don't want to play as a bard, that would be fine with me too. I really don't care. I just want you guys to have fun at my table. Duradirk? Yeah, I don't think we have anyone with like really high charisma in the party right now, to be honest. I think Chris's character has a little bit, maybe like a +1, but no one has over a +2. That's for sure. So I am going to paint the inside here because I can see it. Also, I hope that my stream stays up on my profile here on YouTube. I think that it will. I think it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, I'd like to keep a record of it. It's pretty fun to rewatch these things and have them still here. Okay. I think, oh, there, I can see a little bit. Oh my gosh. A little bit in there. And I think I got, yep, I got it onto the jetpack. Got just the, you see right there. I got a little bit of red onto the jetpack. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. Separate tab. Okay. The VODs are saved. Sick. Okay. Now what? Now what? I guess just still going back with the trim. So I have this one here. What's cool about these warp talons is they have these pauldrons, these like these waist pauldrons here, and that's completely new for this year. Hopefully, at some point they make some more warp talons slash raptors with this mold because they are really cool, super cool. And not only that, I need some more raptors. At some point, I want to get Harkan World Claimer and add him to my army. Give him a cool Night Lord's helmet because apparently he was a Night Lord. So that'll be cool. I also have Conrad too. I just use Conrad as a proxy for a demon Primarch with wing. No. Heretic Astartes demon prince with wings. It's very fun. Wow, looking at this, there are so many more like lightning bolts on here than the other ones that I have. It's going to be so much way cooler than my other raptors. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now onto this part here. And just FYI, guys, I will be doing a giveaway here. Not anytime soon. Probably in a couple hours, I will be doing a little giveaway. It is definitely for people who are not into 40K. They just want to get a little quick, nice little starter. Nice starter to try out the hobby. Another thing that I have to do is I have to get, I'll just start painting it. I have to get right here too on their armor. Yeah, messed up right there. Oh, I didn't even mess up. I'll have to get to there eventually, so it's okay. What is that thing? I think that's more lightning bolts going up it. So let's see. Did you do any of the review questions for Matt's class this week yet? No, I did not. I have not done that yet. I will. I'm all caught up. I'm probably gonna do those probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Me and Worksy Worksy 420. We go to school together, and we're going to heating and air conditioning classes. Where does this red go? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out here. Oh, see, I messed up. Messed up right there. Doesn't look too bad. It's crazy to me how he schedules it the same week and he barely gives me time to read the chapter. Yeah, it's yeah. Matt is interesting. He has us do our homework and he wants all the questions written out, including the answers written out on one page, and then on the second page he just wants the numbers and the letter for the questions, for the multiple choice questions. It's kind of strange. Because like if you have one, then you have the other, but I don't know. That's just the way he wants them. So okay. So I need to get just a little bit right there. Just a little bit. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, dude. I'm a little nervous for the final, or not the final, the midterm. Just a little bit nervous for it. But I mean, we've done it so many times. Basically, for all those who don't, who aren't in class with us, we have to take a look at an HVAC system that's in class, and we have to draw out the entirety of it. It's the explaining part that's going to be a little hard. So I'll have to do some review on that, just on the different systems and what they do. For me, it's superheat and subcool that's where that kind of trips me up for sure. Okay, so I need to get right in there. Okay. Okay, we're looking good. Looking good. So you see right up here, it's kind of blurry. You see right up there, you see that little like right there, and there's this little arrow that comes down. You think I should do that red? It's gonna be hard on this side, but I'll wait. I will wait. Yeah, we can study for it, dude. I'm super down. Ugh, it's so quiet. Usually I'm listening to music or something, listening to some metal while I'm painting these. So, man, so quiet. Where was I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I should. That requires me to use my phone to get that set up, and you should see my setup right now with how I have my phone and the lights and whatnot. It's kind of a mess. So maybe next time I will listen to some tunes. For now, we're going for it. We're just going for it. Steam Deck. I mean I guess I've never used my Steam Deck for music before. I usually just use Spotify, so I don't know if there's like an app on my Steam Deck for that. I don't have a PC. I have like a little like a family. What was that? It functions as a desktop too. You can use Spotify. Yeah. But I'm a little stupid. So maybe you'll have to show me how to do that. Uh, okay. See, I messed up again. Ah, yeah, messed up pretty bad there. It's okay. Can always just go over it again. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just moved it. I moved it. I've moved the entire thing. Get some water here. Set this down. Oh, I'm hunched over like some goblin. Gotta crack my neck, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back at it. Get some of that excess off. I want to get some sort of a tankier unit for my Night Lords, but I know that Night Lords aren't the biggest fans of chaotic mutations. So all the big tanky models that are coming out, I probably won't be able to use them. I mean, I could, you know how it is. I could always use them. It doesn't matter. But I want to keep things a little accurate to my lore that I have going on. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We are getting there. Hmm. Hmm. this again. I think I'm going to switch out my brush to a smaller tip because I want to get into some of these spots. Like the helmet. Yeah, smaller tip. Yeah. I know what I said. That was bound to come up. All right. Oh, and I have this knee pad right here. I think I'm going to paint that red too. And then I'm probably going to go over it because there's some, it's a, I'm pretty sure that this is like a Vox radio on his knee here so that people can hear his blood curdling screams as he descends from the skies. Pretty sure that's what it is. So I'm gonna put some chrome in there for sure. Oh, and he does have like a little, there's a little arrow there too. So let's get that arrow as well. Okay. Okay. Time to go to the finer brush. It's okay, Eric. I walked into it. Okay. All right, so very small brush here. Gosh, if only this thing would, yeah. There we go. You can kind of see a little comparison here. Get some more water. I wonder what to do with his beak. Because I almost want to keep this part that color. Maybe I could do white. Yeah, I'll do white. I'll do white for the beak, but for the helmet, I will still be doing red. So yeah, okay. Just kind of got to see where I'm going here. Oh. Yeah, I messed up right there. It's okay. I kind of just have you kind of just have to laugh it off at a certain point. Like I said, I am not good at this. I am constantly messing up, and that's okay. It's okay. Hey man, I'm trying to get you into this, okay? I'm trying to get you into 40K. I gotta find more people to play with. It just takes time, dude. Maybe you'll win the giveaway, Eric. Maybe you will. You can try your hand at painting these. Dude, all you have to know about this game is that the Emperor of Mankind kind of sucks. he kind of blows. That's going to be interesting. Okay. So, I'll show you what I've done here with my other guy first. So, he's got like chrome there. Maybe I messed up. Because he's got the chrome like on his fin there. And then this guy, maybe I messed up. Maybe I should have put chrome on. You know, let's just get back to this. Yeah, let's get back to that guy later. I am gonna put some chrome on right now, but yeah, I'll get back to that guy. Maybe I'll have to redo his helmet there. Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. The Emperor. I you know I first started my I first started with loyal people, loyal Space Marines, loyal to the Emperor, only because it was cheap. I've said this before, like you get a friend to get one of the starter sets with you, and you just split the starter set. Okay, you just split it, and yeah, I do like the Space Marines because they're just really cool, but the Emperor is not the best guy in town, or maybe in the galaxy. So that kind of sucks. I much rather like follow, the chaos stuff in this game. I like that a little bit better. Same with like, oh, let's say like Star Wars, like pre-Empire. Yeah, I'm for like the dark side. But post Empire, no, um I like the light side of the Force. Um because Luke Skywalker, well, I don't know. I don't really consider the new movies to be like canon here. I really just kind of hate the new movies. Uh so yeah, I like Luke Skywalker, and I like the previous, lore for his character, and just kind of being like, like we got to have balance. And so I really don't like the Jedi pre Empire. I think they're kind of lame. Yeah, I like where this is going. Yep, I like that silver. Dang, I gotta redo that. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I like that silver look. Or maybe I should have just done it white. Dang. I don't know. Really gonna have to go back on this one. For sure. For now, I'll just get his little air tubes here. That's probably enough for this guy for now. His little air tubes on his back here, back of his helmet. And his little ears. His little ears. Yeah, I think I just want to go full white or something. I am not too sure on this guy. I definitely want to get the beak white. And if I do the beak white, then I should probably do the rest of his, like, where his eye socket's white as well. So probably going to have to redo that. Again, it's fine. And then I'm going to do some more tubing on his jetpack here on the back. Self-suckage, yeah. It sucks. But, you know, again, it's fine. This is a process. Like I've said, you're gonna mess up somewhere along the line. And you learn for next time. Did I get the insides of the engines? No, I did not get the insides of the engines yet. I guess I can get right here these things. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh gosh. There I go again. Okay. I'm gonna put him off to the side. Get to him later. Let's get some of this chrome off. Okay. Now on to this guy. And let's get our base a little wet. It's fine. And let's start with this. Oh, okay. Back at it. Starting over from the beginning again. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to be batch painting these. So no one figure is going to be finished today, unfortunately. But I'll save it for next time. I did get to play a game with my Night Lords. Oh my gosh, this brush. I don't think I can use this brush. Yeah, this is kind of rough. If you can tell, this is why you thin your paints. This is why. And I don't thin my paints, like I said. Okay. That's okay for now. This guy's got an interesting little pauldron here. Very interesting. Let's see. Got some red on the jetpack again. It's okay. These things happen. And this one is interesting. I'm going to do the bottom of his pauldron, but I'm not like super set on it. Yeah, that's fine. And let's get the inside of his pauldron as well. And the other side of the inside of his pauldron. Oh my gosh. What happened there? What happened there? Whatever. It's fine. I'm not claiming to be an expert, like I've said many a times. I think I want to switch out this brush for sure. But I already put some paint on it, so I'm just going to keep going until I'm out of paint on this little brush, because I like saving my paints. Oh, that looks better. It's not bad. Looks like we got another person in the chat. Not sure who it is, but hello. Welcome to my channel and my stream. And what did I just say? I wasn't going to use this brush, and I used it again. Yeah, I need to get the smaller brush. I am just messing up so much here. Okay. Let's clean this off. Okay. Back to this brush. Get a little wet. And we'll start on this pauldron. Yeah, this brush is a lot better. A lot better. Oh, we have another person in the stream too. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. Not sure who you are, but I am not amazing at this, guys. I'm just showing that you can do it. It just takes time and patience. Gotta get right in there. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Not bad. I should probably get one of those stands for painting so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. But, it's okay. This is the way I've been doing it for a while now, so just holding it like a crazy person. And yeah, messed up right there too, but it's okay. Just go over it again with some black. I don't mind. But we got that pauldron here. And we got that gauntlet Okay, so I think I'm going to start going on the legs now. And some of you may ask yourselves, why am I not painting them Night Lords blue? It's a good question. I have a couple answers as to why. Firstly, I started with Ultramarines, and although I like Night Lords blue, I kind of don't want to paint with more blue. Just kind of don't really want to. Uh, that's one answer. Second answer is I always had this idea for my Night Lords to paint them in the style of ooh, don't look at that. In the style of the old Lego Fright Nights theme from the 90s. So reds, grays, yellows. Because I really like the Bat Lord from that theme. Definitely one of my favorite castle themes for sure. Just for the ambiance, really. Some of the builds are kind of silly and blocky, but I like big Lego sets, big cheap Lego sets. So yeah. Also, the figures are really cool from that series. I think that they have really good printing and designs. Like Will of the Witch is really cool, and then those Crusaders, the Crusader type torsos that they use, those are really sick too, and I really like them. Okay, okay, I think I'm liking this. Now to move on to his leg here. I'm sorry if I get a bad angle on it, guys, where you can't see. I get kind of focused on actually painting them, and then I don't really look and see your guys's view on things. So I'm sorry if you guys can't really see what I'm doing at some points. And if you hear barking in the background, my family owns chickens. So there might be a chicken bok in the background that you might hear ever so faintly. Yeah, my family has chickens. We have a small little farm, I guess. And my room happens to be right next to the chicken coop. So I get some lovely noises very early in the morning. And oh yeah, I just love it. Love hearing the chickens in the morning. They are pretty cute though. I will say that. Um, they're pretty silly. There's one of them, uh, very beautiful chicken that my parents have. Uh, she's black and she has like this green sheen in her feathers. And she's very friendly for being a chicken. Very friendly chicken. Very smart chicken too. She's always jumping over the fence. She wants to fly, which is pretty funny. Always trying to fly away. Hmm. this lightning bolt right there, see it kind of going up. I almost thought that was an arrow for a second for the Chaos Undivided symbol, but it's not. It just kind of looked like it from my perspective. Okay. Continuing on here. Sorry if it's blurry, guys. I really do apologize. I don't have the best camera. But next time I'll try to get it a little better next time. Again, this is my first time doing this, so thank you for bearing with me for sure as I learn new techniques and showing off my videos to you guys. Here's a question for you all. Do you guys have any requests for what I should paint? Obviously, I want to keep painting my Night Lords, but I would maybe take requests. So if you guys have any ideas for future painting, I'd like to know. And again, I'm not amazing at this, but I'm kind of leaning into it with these guys because my lore is that these guys' armor is ramshackle and piecemeal, really. So hence why it kind of doesn't look all that great to begin with. So I'm playing to my strengths here. And like I've said earlier, when you go and play one of these games of 40K at a store and you show off your fully painted models, like, people really don't care that they look like crap. They really don't. They're just kind of excited that you painted them all. So hence why mine don't really look that good, but you know, I'm happy with how they look. Okay, see you later, Heidi. Heidi is another one of my D&D players. She is playing as a half-orc fighter in my Storm King's Thunder campaign. She just got a giant slaying greatsword, so that'll be fun for me. It'll be fun for me. Oh yeah, totally. just blowing through all these giants. It's okay though. I've added some custom rules to my giants to kind of mitigate the fighter, so it's okay. It's okay. Basically, I've given the giants just a little bit more things to do in combat because I feel like I use the 5th edition rules still. I don't use the 2024 updated rules. So my giants just feel like a bag of hit points. And I kind of don't like that. So what I've done, is that another arrow there? That is another arrow. What I've done is I've given them just a couple more special rules where they can potentially grab an NPC or a PC and throw them. They get some cleave effects with their weapons and whatnot. Okay, so let me pull out my other raptors real quick because I want to see. I have one guy that kind of looks like this on my raptors. Let me see kind of what that one looks like real quick. So bear with me for a second. It might not even be on my raptors. It might be on my Nemesis Claw that I have. What I'm thinking of. Oh no, there it is. Yep. Okay, so I have this raptor here. And he has a very similar helmet to what I'm working with right now. Sorry for hitting the camera, guys. So let's see here. Okay. Okay. So if I do put some red there, and then maybe chrome on the top, possibly, for that arrow, that would probably work. Okay, so I'm going to do red kind of fins on the side of his helmet here. Red fins. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Looks like I've lost a couple of viewers. Oh, I gained one back. That's cool. Cool. Welcome, whoever it is. If you want to go ahead and say hi. And as you can see, like I've already kind of messed up on this guy, but it's okay. Paint covers all. Paint covers all. Hmm. Yeah, messed up right there again. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. And let's get started on this side of the helmet. I do like using these really small brushes. I really do. It helps a lot. I like it. They're very, I feel like I'd rather just use this small brush this whole time. And you know what? I forgot on the other guy to do these little... Oh, does this guy have? No, I don't think this guy has the little things on his waist pauldrons. This guy does. This guy has uh, the little arrows here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one real quick onto this other one that I was working on because I forgot about that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm liking that. On this side, go ahead and do there. That looks pretty good. And then go here. And we'll get that little arrow that's behind his hand. You probably can't even see. Sorry, guys. There we go. See? Little arrow there on his pauldron. Okay. Need to do something there. Need to fix this whole thing up, really. Yeah. Interesting. Let me go back to this guy and see if he is in a spot that I like. I found something here that I need to work on. Just right here on his gauntlet. And right here on his gauntlet. Let me check the other side. Yeah, that gauntlet's fine right there. Oh, you can't even see. Yeah, that's fine right there. I'm okay with that right there. Yeah, I'm good. Let me do something else here. A little bit of paint just right here. Just right underneath the claws. Right underneath. Just a little bit. Not a lot. But there. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on the other side too. A little bit of paint right there. Under his claws. Yep. There we go. Cool. And he doesn't have those there. I just painted on it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that for now. Let's put him off to the side. Him off to the side. Kind of want to work on my Chaos Lord. Got some water. I will be right back, guys. I kind of have to just use the restroom real quick. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me just brush this off. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let me get some fresh gloves on real quick. My hands are a little wet just from washing them. Okay. You know when your hands get kind of weird from wearing the gloves all the time? Yeah. I hate that feeling. And then trying to put the gloves back on, it's horrible. All right. One glove on. And second glove going on as well. Okay. Let's see. Kind of want to work on my Chaos Lord here. Yeah, let's start working on him a little bit more. Just because he's fun. That's why. And I'm kind of tired of using the that big brush. So use this little one for a little bit. And like I said, this is all going to get contrasted over with some Nuln Oil. Kind of make it a little darker. So you'll see in a little bit here. Hopefully I can get to it. Sorry for the angle again. It's not the best angle for some of these painting shots here. Let's get under his claws, where the gauntlet is. There we go. Nice. Okay. And let's get the inside of his gauntlet as well. You know, he's got some spiky bits on him. Some like teeth or something that are like affixed to his like claws. I'm not going to paint those yet because I'm going to go over those with white and some Agrax Earthshade to make them look like teeth that they have affixed to their armor. And I got this cool bone skull pauldron here. I like it a lot for my Chaos Lord. That came with the Nemesis Claw kill team, I believe. I picked up two of those. I picked up two of them. One of them I got a long time ago, and then the other one I got maybe like a month ago. One of them I did turn into a Nemesis Claw, and then the other one I just turned into Legionnaires, using some bits that I had acquired over the years. And then about a week ago, they announced the new combat patrol for the Night Lords, and I was a little disappointed, just a little bit, because everything in that combat patrol I have. So that was a little disappointing. Just a little bit. Sorry, I'm gonna get a weird camera angle here again for you guys, just so I can get this inside of this pauldron here. Sorry, guys. So that was a little upsetting, that they came out with that. I mean, I think it's cool that Night Lords are getting their own combat patrol. I mean, that's kind of insane. I never would have assumed that would have happened. Uh, but yeah, just a little disappointing. Just a little disappointing. Because I already have a rhino, like a chaos rhino. And I have a Nemesis Claw and some Legionnaires. And now I have Raptors and Warp Talons. When I was playing, I played a game with my Night Lords the other day. And the one thing that I don't like about Chaos Space Marines is the whole like Dark Packs rule that they get, where they roll not an initiative test, a leadership test, and there's a possibility that they can just blow up. uh, so that's frustrating. I don't like that. But one of the people that I was playing with, they're like, "Oh, well, do you have the chaos icon on some of your models, on your leaders?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." Oh no, it wasn't that. It was, "Do you have any like chaos lords?" And I said, "Yeah, I have the Night Lords Raptor Chaos Lord." And they're like, "Oh, well, he can just use that command point reroll for 0 CP." And so you're basically guaranteed to get the dark packs. So that was like, oh, that was very nice to hear. So I can at least do that in the future when I play with my Night Lords again. What is that? That's not a. What is that? That's hard to tell what that is. I don't think that that's like a clipping. No, that's part of his. That's part of his gauntlet. If I look at it from this way, that's part of his gauntlet. So let me paint that real quick. I don't know if you can hear that, but I think the chickens are laying some eggs right now. They make the same noise whenever they lay eggs. They go bok 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 peacock, bok 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 peacock. It's very funny the first few times, and then they do it about every day, and it's a little frustrating, just a little bit. Okay. Continuing on. And it's okay that I got some red on the skull there. It's okay because I'm just going to go over it with white eventually here. So that's okay. But that part right there, that's kind of weird. I guess I'll just paint it red. I guess I will. It's just kind of a strange placement. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Let me get some more here. Okay. And then I'm going to go in between the gauntlet and the claws again. I just got a notification on my phone. It looked like something might have tripped up there. It's fine. It's fine. Looks like it came back online. Small little glitch. Okay, now I will get right here on his chest. You guys will see this will turn out pretty cool once I get all this red on here for sure. Okay, cool. Now to go here onto this pauldron. Yeah, I really like using this little tiny brush. I really like it. I really don't like using the big ones. Now onto the other pauldron. Probably not the right word for it. The waste pauldron? Probably not the right word. Not a tabard. Because that's, yeah, it's kind of like a cloth piece, I'm pretty sure. And definitely not a loincloth either. The Night Lords love their loincloths. Okay. I am liking that. Now, thankfully, I don't have to get in here. Sorry. Thankfully, I don't have to get in here all that much. There's a little tiny bit of red that I need to get. So let me You can barely see it. Just barely see it. Just a dot. Right there. Right there. And then let's see if I can kind of get a little bit more in right there. That's good. That's good. And then I have a little bit right here on this knee for the red. Okay. And just over here. Is that Cameron? Hey, what's up, dude? Cameron Stang, dude. Here I am painting my my Night Lords right now, dude. Um Nice, dude. I wish I just got off from work. I mean, really, like, I, I don't mind working. Um, oh, dude, which of the 40K games have you played, Cameron? Because I really like Dark Tide. I think that Dark Tide is pretty incredible. Um, mostly for the music. The score is really good. Yeah, Vermintide's also really fun too. I haven't played enough Vermintide, unfortunately. But I always love playing as the dwarf. Like I said earlier, guys, I love dwarves. They're probably like my favorite. Because I am a dwarf. Like the song by Windrose. Ah, Magic the Gathering. I refuse to get into that. Um, I don't have any problem against people who play it. I mean, obviously, if you like, if you like it, do it. But I'm just not gonna put myself in that situation. If you stick around long enough, Cameron, you may win the giveaway, and it's a nice little starter course for painting Warhammer minis. So you could win it. I'm just letting you know. Then you'll have to let me know how it goes. Oh, weird. He doesn't really have the back part. Interesting. I just noticed that. He doesn't. Most of my guys have like a little thing right here. Um, that's part of their like armor, but he doesn't have one. Okay. Oh, thanks, dude. I cannot pronounce your name. A lot of leets. But thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Not me. Definitely not me. Oh gosh. Yeah, he who hath smelt it probably dealt it. Have any of you guys watched or at least started watching uh oh, what is the show called? A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? That was pretty good. I did enjoy it. Game of Thrones, it passed me by completely. I thought it was a little too gassed up when it first came out, and so I didn't watch it. But as I was waiting for season 2 of Fallout to drop, I was like, you know what? I might as well just pick it up. So I would turn on Game of Thrones only like a couple months ago. Uh, I only started watching it and I blew through it, but I was also painting a lot at the time. So I would just keep it on in the background, and I got used to everyone's voices and kind of figured out what was going on. Because as I'm painting, I can't really watch the show; I can only just kind of listen. But you know what? I did not mind Game of Thrones. Uh, I thought it was. I think that a lot of people got a little too into it when it was out. So I just, everyone would just gas that show up, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And so I never watched it until recently, and I really did not mind it. I actually did enjoy a lot of parts of it. The ending, yeah, sure, it wasn't like all that good. But I don't really know what else they could have done other than maybe drag it out like a couple more seasons. And I know that that was never going to happen because Disney was like, "Hey, you guys want a Star Wars movie? You guys want to make a Star Wars trilogy? Why don't you finish up with Game of Thrones and we'll give you your Star Wars trilogy?" And so just they just went too quickly and didn't give the series any time to breathe with those last two. That's how I felt about Naruto. I never watched it growing up because I thought it was overhyped, and then I watched it and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. I have not seen enough Naruto. You guys are going to find out this about me, but I am not a big anime fan. Uh, I like like I like the ones that everyone likes. Like I like the first half of Death Note. I like the first half of Death Note, and then about halfway through, I kind of stopped watching because I didn't really care anymore. I'm not gonna say why, but yeah. However, there is this one anime that I really do like. Uh, One Piece is the goat, dude. I don't know. I wish, I wish that the show took itself a little bit more seriously. Like, I hate little kids in shows. I really do. I don't like the little kids in the anime shows who are like the best at everything. Um, the only exception is the one anime that I like, and that's Frieren Beyond the Journey's End. I really enjoy that show. It's like a warm blanket for me. I love that one. How far have I gotten into what? One Piece or Free Run? Yeah, what One Piece or Free Run? What are you saying? Because One Piece, I think I watched like two episodes, and I was like, yeah, no. I wish that One Piece was like, yeah, I think I've only watched like one or two episodes. I wish that it was more like Pirates of the Caribbean, like just a little bit more serious. Still, it can still be fun, but I wish that there was a little bit more like what like I don't really get. And I'm gonna sound so stupid saying this. Like, I don't really understand the villains, and like, oh, like one of them's a clown, and like, no, like I want like super cool bad guys, like Barbossa, or Davy Jones or Captain Salazar. Like, I love those bad guys from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I just don't think that the bad guys are all that cool in One Piece. And I just wish the show just took itself a little bit more seriously. Granted, I've only seen like two episodes. I'm very particular when it comes to anime, guys. Yeah, like I said, I liked the first half of Death Note. One Piece has kind of a slow start, but it gets better and better the more you watch it. Yeah, that's a lot of shows, man. I hear that a lot. And if a show doesn't get me like in the first episode, yeah, it does have a great soundtrack. If a show doesn't get me in that first episode, I'm kind of out. And I know that I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, but yeah. Like all my coworkers would talk about yeah, all my old coworkers. Jack, just trust me on this. I know you like pirates. I would never lead you astray. Yeah, but I don't like kids. I don't like stretchy kids, dude. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Uh, I like Jack Sparrow, you know. Yeah, I like Jack Sparrow and Barbossa, not stretchy pirate boys. I don't know. Is One Piece on Netflix or is it on well, I know the show is on Netflix. It's about the character progression because they grow up after the first season, so and they become more like adults. Okay. All right. So like the first season is just like setting it up basically. All right. And it's on Netflix or is it on like Crunchyroll? Cuz I have neither. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, love that. Ooh, that was good. I have to double check how far into the show it is, but they get to a part called the time skip, and they kind of are forced to grow up. Hmm. Animeisms, dude. Animeisms. I don't know. I really like Free Ren a lot. Um, it like I said, it's just a warm blanket for me, and I just absolutely love that show. It makes me happy. And the music for the soundtrack for Free Run is really good. The first part of the show is just like a bunch of young friends adventuring together, but then they're forced to grow up because they have to take on real challenges. That's how I felt about the Bran subplot in Game of Thrones. Bran and Hodor and the wildling lady and those two other kids that show up. Like, I really liked that stuff. I thought that was really good. So maybe I would like it. I don't know. I'll If I get the time, I will have to check it out. Oh, I need to get this gauntlet right here. Right there. I spend a lot of time going to the gym now, which I never used to. Like, I never used to go to the gym. Uh yeah. Um about, if you guys have seen You Would Like a Pirate Named Whitebeard. Okay. I like beard named pirates. That's true. I like Blackbeard, and there was this old not Lego, it was Mega Bloks. Mega Bloks had a pirate theme. I only have time to go to the gym about 3 days a week since I work 2 jobs, but I really enjoy it. Yeah, dude, I go about 3 or 4 times a week now. I used to I never went to the gym. Cameron, you knew me in college. I never went to the gym once. And so I came back home uh, from uh, from Washington, and I was like 200 pounds, 205, and I was snoring. And you were my roommate. You know I snore, dude. And I was snoring, and I had to have a CPAP. And so I just started going to the gym, and it took forever. It took me like probably 3 months for me to actually start seeing results. But I'm really glad that I did, and I'm glad, dude, because it has helped me a lot. I don't think I have sleep apnea anymore. I don't use my CPAP. Um, so yeah, and then I also feel better too. I can actually move stuff. I don't get winded as much. I'm really happy. Yeah, Blackbeard is in the show too. He's a villain. Whitebeard is kind of an anti-hero, I would say. Okay. All right. I can dig it. But yeah, there was this old Mega Bloks theme called Pirates with a Y. Very cool. And one of the I wouldn't say he's a villain, he's a privateer. But he was Bluebeard, and so his little figure had like a blue beard and all red outfit, and he was really cool. I liked him. It's too bad they never came out with a ship for the privateers, which kind of sucks. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I'm going to show you guys something else that I've worked on. This is Conrad, the Primarch of the Night Lords. So here we go here. This one I worked on a while ago. This is a proxy model, but he's got all the the bodies here and the skin capes. So eventually, this guy's going to kind of look a little bit like this with the skin right there, and it's going to be very cool. Very cool indeed. My dad's not super overweight or anything, but he had a sleep apnea for years and didn't know it, and then he finally got a CPAP. Yep, it does change your life for sure. You feel a lot better. I can say that with certainty that you do feel better. But I lost, oh man, uh, as of today, I was 150 pounds. And when I started my journey, I was 205. So altogether, I've lost 55 pounds and put on a lot of muscle, and I feel great. Yeah, guys, I love it. Mm-hmm. It does work. It's crazy. Oh man, 2 hours. 2 hours of this. Oh, my neck. My neck is killing me. Usually I get up and walk around a little bit, but we are just powering through it today. So for this guy, what I'm going to do for his little skull here, I think for the skulls specifically, I think I'm going to paint those white and then go over it with that dirt, with like a dirt contrast, Agrax Earthshade. But other times, like I do use, like for example, this guy right here, I made it kind of look more like a skin. Sorry about the quality here, but kind of like a skin flesh peeled over his pauldron. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be cool. Go over this a little bit. Kind of this edge here. I just run the brush right along the edge. Right there. Let me see if I can get inside that pauldron a little bit. It's kind of hard to see for you guys, but yeah, I mean, this is something that no one's ever going to see. So yeah, you can barely see it there. Right here on the inside of his pauldron. And then there's the back side of his pauldron too. I guess I'll try and get that as well. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday, guys, for the foreseeable future. So I would love for you all to keep joining me on this. I'm glad that you all are here. It warms my cold heart. No, I don't think that I have a cold heart anymore. I just appreciate you guys showing me the support. Again, sorry it's blurry, guys. My camera is just kind of auto-focusing a lot, and I don't really know what to do about it. But I think that you guys get the idea. Something for a later date, I guess. Try and work on that camera. If any of you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. To be fair, you didn't go to the gym in college, but neither did I. The only difference is my degree was... Yes, it was, dude. Yes. Also, it didn't help that I ate a lot of food and did not track my calories. That's a big one. That is why I lost so much weight, because I went into a deficit and was only eating 16, 17, 1800 calories a day, somewhere around there. None of us did. We would just go to the dining hall hungover. Yeah. Yeah. There's a part of me that wishes I did more back in college, but you know, it's okay. We live and learn, I guess. I think that a lot of us were probably, I'm not going to say forced. That's not the right word. Um, Not coerced, kind of thrown into college, I would say. Um, not I'm not dogging on our parents at all. They want what's best for us. But I don't know if the college experience is the right way to go anymore. For a degree, that is. I mean, me and me and Worsk, me and Eric, we're going back to school right now for heating and air conditioning. Uh, yeah, I feel like our generation was my parents didn't really care what I studied or anything. They just told me I had to go to college. Yeah, for sure. I found out that I was going to college probably like a month before I was going. I had like no idea where I wanted to go to college. I knew I did. And thrust. That's the word that I was thinking of. Uh, you know, Parents kind of just thrust me into college, um, halfway across the country, which I don't mind. Look, I am not dogging on them like at all. I don't want to come across that way. I am glad that I did go to college, um, but maybe not for what I maybe not for what I studied. I think a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are in that same boat. Because I am not using my degree for my job. I will tell you that much. I think what I missed about college was I had so many different friend groups that had all different kinds of people with different interests. So much harder to have these days. Yeah, I can see that from you, Cameron. I kind of had a different experience. I didn't meet that many people, and yeah, like we were in the same fraternity together, and there's that. Um, but I mean, eventually we both kind of stopped really going to that. And I think I just kind of got a little too isolated, for sure. So that's kind of when I say that I wish I would have done college differently, that's definitely part of it. Just wishing that I had put myself out there a little bit more, with different people instead of just self isolating with, one or two people. Um, yeah. Thankfully, though, I have a lot of friends now. No, you know what? I haven't talked to Ryan in a long time, actually. He kind of fell off, like the internet. Like he doesn't really post much at all. I mean, he never did. He never was really on the internet, which I mean, good on him. I mean, the internet sucks, to be honest, but no, I don't really talk to Ryan all that much anymore. uh yeah, that was Andrew smoking his Winstons. He used to smoke Winstons in the strangest way. I will say that. I've never seen anyone smoke a a joke stick. I'm gonna call it a joke stick for YouTube here. Yeah, I've never seen anyone smoke a joke stick like that. They would hold their fist like this, and then they would put the joke stick like this, and then they would use this to like suck through. Very strange. Very strange. He compared it to using a hookah. Yeah, Winston's. Yeah, they are an interesting joke stick for sure. I was an Arabic humpback joke stick connoisseur. I liked Arabic humpbacks. I'm using I'm using the YouTube slang for that one. Last I saw, though, he got married and had a kid. I think. I think he adopted. Yeah, the questionable Eagle cigarettes. Yeah, I like those too. I'm sorry, not cigarettes. The questionable Eagle death sticks. Yeah, those are nice. But I don't enjoy joke sticks anymore. Too smelly. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah. I have a screen up on the side of the stream right now. Yeah, I never smoked six, but I'm on that. The 6 milli lip pillies, Cameron. 6 milli lip pilly. I enjoy a 6 milli lip pilly here and there. I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah, anything past that 6 and it's a little rough. So I don't know if you can see here, but there are these lightning right here. And I've said this before, but I'm going to paint these white and then go over it with like a lightning blue. It's going to be very cool looking. Very cool. And then we got to get the bottom of their legs here, where their armor is. Isn't 40K an expensive hobby? Ever since I started Magic the Gathering, I feel like I've just been getting robbed every month. Okay. So I'm coming at this from a guy who used to buy Lego. So Lego over the past couple years has gotten very expensive. So I don't see this as that bad. However, yeah, it can be a little intense if you don't pace yourself. So what I was doing is every month when I would get paid, I would buy one or maybe two boxes of these guys. And you know, they're if you just buy one or two boxes, like one box is maybe like $60. So I would do that like every month. So I would pace myself. But there are other people who do not pace themselves and they just go, I'm gonna get it, and they just they go crazy and they buy it. So it's, you know, I don't think that it's that bad. Yeah, I play games. Yeah, I play with I first started out and I was buying the blue ultramarines because me and my brother just wanted to get into the hobby. And so we bought like one of the starter sets, which was just the blue ultramarines versus Tyranids. And so he took the Tyranids. And if there was a way to start collecting 40K, I would definitely suggest getting the starter boxes and splitting it with a friend. It is incredibly cheap if you do that. And another thing is that I would wait maybe a couple more months because the new edition is coming out. And in this new edition, it's going to be like generic Space Marines. So kind of like chapter agnostic. You can paint them whatever color you want. And it's going to be orcs. So, and orcs are hilarious. So if you want to get into just like the goofy side of 40K, go for the orcs. I guess to answer your question, I also no, I usually just collect what I like. I collect them and I paint them and then I play the games. I don't play as often as I would like, but yeah, I never thought I'd play Magic the Gathering because I always assumed it was too complicated. Then a friend of mine had an extra deck and he asked me to play, and I had a lot of fun. Yeah, no, it is fun. I have played a couple games and I do understand the appeal. It's just not in my wheelhouse right now. I like board games. I like having my stuff on the table, and this kind of reminds me of Lego to a certain degree. You know, building and especially getting able to customize your guys. When you first start out, you won't be able to customize them, but as you get more bits, you can start customizing them the more kits you get. Just because like in the starter kits, they snap together. You don't have to glue them. So the parts are already there's really no customization in the starter kits. So you start buying some additional units and then you get like a bunch of other random stuff that you can start adding to your guys. So with my Night Lords, I don't have any of them out right now. I guess I can show you. Give me 1 second. I can show you what I've done with some of them. So, for example, let me find. Where is he? Oh, okay. So here's one of my Night Lords, and this gun is actually an Ultramarines gun for the Terminators. And then this sword, I believe it's a Blade Guard veteran sword from Ultramarines. And then the head is also a Terminator chaplain head. So like he's still spooky and scary, but I've added some custom bits to him. And then I have another Legionnaire for my Night Lords, and I gave him this big old chain gun. And this was also a Terminator chain gun as well, that I just clipped off some of the parts and glued it on. So as you do buy more kits, you do eventually get more stuff. I only play casual commander though. I don't really do tournaments or anything because I like the social aspect of it. Yeah, that's another thing. Like I don't think that I ever want to go to a tournament for 40K. Um I have played in a league before, but that was still super casual. Um and that was maybe for I think 16 weeks, but it was every 2 weeks was the was it was a bi-monthly basis basically. So altogether I think it was 4 months of meeting once every 2 weeks, and that was fun. I did learn a lot by using my Ultramarines. for that. There is a to speak on the stinky end of things, Cameron, because I know that that's like a whole meme in itself. The stinky players. There is a stinky army in this game. They're evil space marines who have started following the chaos god of decay, and so they are stinky, and they have like a stench aura that like reduces your strength and whatnot, and they are horrible to play against. Oh my gosh. One of the things I really like about Magic the Gathering as well is just the art with some of the sets and the cards, since I'm an art kid. Yeah, for sure. I saw someone online who had done some uh, Lego Magic the Gathering cards. Like they painted like skeletons, and for like the lightning bolt, they painted like a skeleton, one of the old classic skeletons, and that thing sold for like 10 grand. So yeah, really beautiful. Obviously that was custom, but yeah, there are some really cool artwork for the game. I also like that commercial, the little the Jim Henson little puppets that they did. That was really cool to see for sure. I wish more movies would use puppets. Like like those kind of puppets, like Jim Henson type puppets. Not like the weird ugly puppets from what are like the new Star Wars movies, those weird ugly brown puppets. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like reading. Um, I like reading like fantasy books. Like currently I'm reading the Dritz novels, and then I do have my friend let me borrow uh the Spawn compendium. So I've been taking a look at that. And then I have this Night Lords book here. That one's pretty fun too. So yeah, I like reading here and there. I usually play a lot more board games though, so that kind of takes up a lot of my time. Oop. See, I messed up right there somehow. What are you gonna do? Just paint over it. Yeah, Dune. Dune, dude. See, if you like Dune, then you would like 40K because it is very similar. Um, incredibly similar. They took a lot of inspiration from the Dune novels in creating the lore for 40K. Heck, they took a lot of inspiration from everything. Uh, you know, Predator. Uh, we got a little bit of Predator. We got a little bit of Starship Troopers. Lots of different stuff. And sorry about the chickens in the background, guys. Like I said earlier, my family has chickens, so if you can hear them, they are saying hi. Or they're laying eggs. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. So right up there, I need to get that as well. then right down here, I need to get that right there. Yeah, like in Dune, I know that there's also an emperor in Dune, and there's all the different factions of the human races. It's very similar, except um, unlike in Dune, there are still elves, there are dwarves, and there are orcs as well in space. Same with like bugs and the Tau, the weird little alien faction as well. That's just hobbling by. Some people will fight me on that. I've only gone up against the Tau once in 40K in a game, and wow, I got decimated. They are very powerful. Okay. Continuing on with his piece right here. And again, this whole section here is going to be white for the lightning runes. The cool thing about 40K, Cameron, is that there is literally an army for everyone. Like if you like really cool nuns with like machine guns, there's that. If you like cyborg robots come back from the dead, there's that. There's so many options. What I would say if you want to get into it is just find one faction that you like and just go from there. One faction that you think just looks cool, and you just kind of go from there. That's why I picked Night Lords, because they are just, in my opinion, very cool. Let's see. Let me get a weird angle here for a second, guys. Because I gotta get a little bit of red here in a spot that no one's ever gonna see, of course. Okay. And let's move over to this one. So Warhammer is more the game itself. It's kind of the system, or it's the company. Warhammer is the company, and then within Warhammer, there's like within the company there are like people are gonna get mad at me again. There are like 6 games that they make. There are more than that, but there are like 6. They make 40K, which is the science fiction one, the science fiction board game. Then there is Age of Sigmar, which is the fantasy version of the game. So again, there's orcs and dwarves and goblins and stuff in that. Yeah. Age of Sigmar is the fantasy side, and then 40K is the futuristic sci-fi side. And then there's like there's sub games within it. So there's one called Kill Team, which is it's like a skirmish based 40K game where it's a lot smaller scale. You're just playing as like a small little team of experts, and you're just fighting on like a much smaller map. I haven't played that one yet, but I'd like to try it. And then I think that they do have one for I think that they do have one for Age of Sigmar. Ligmar. Yeah. I think they do have one for Age of Sigmar, but I'm not sure on the name. Because I don't really play Age of Sigmar, even though I'd like to. I'd like to try and get into it. They have like there's two factions in the game that I really like. There are there's like a dinosaur faction, which is pretty cool, like a lizard folk kind of faction. And then there's the Skaven, which are the rat people. And I just like their models, and I think they're funny. So at some point, I would like to try and get into that. Come on, sucker. There we go. Okay, this is going to be tough. I don't know how to get in here. Let's just do a little brush like that. There we go. Yeah, that looks fine. Looks fine. And then we got to finish this up right here. Looks okay. Vermintide 2 was the first Warhammer game I played. Then I got Darktide. Which one do you like better? I think they both have their merits, but I really like Darktide because the soundtrack is really good. It rips, dude. Give me a second, guys. Hey, what's up?
Gloves?
I mean, I have gloves there, but there are gloves under the thing.
Oven?
Yeah, there's gloves under the
I
oven.
didn't see him there.
Yeah, there's gloves under the oven. That's weird. It's all good, guys. It's just my dad asking for gloves, but I saw them under the oven, so I don't know. I saw them down there. Okay, so he has like little winglets here as well. So I'm going to look at my previous model. Yep, okay. So my previous model has those little winglets there as well. So I'm going to add those to this guy on his helmet. I would say I like Vermintide a little bit more, but they're both really good. I want to get Space Marine too. I heard that game is sick. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't played much of it, unfortunately, but I really like the multiplayer aspect, and I like being able to customize your characters. I really like that. I would love to play as a Night Lord in that game for obvious reasons. I like Night Lords a lot, and I just love that they give you the creativity to do that. Well, that turned out perfect. I just kind of swiped it over, and yeah, that kind of worked out good. Worked out in my favor. Sick. Wash this off real quick. That's what happens when you don't thin your paints and you're just using it out of the pot. Sometimes it gets a little crusty and you have to readjust, which is fine. It's fine. Oh, he's got like a little pipe coming out right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got some tubing. Very cool. Give that some chrome. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. Get the back end here. Just the tiniest little wing. There we go. And there we go. And I think he's done. Well, not done, but I think with the red trim, I think he's good. I have 2 more left. But for funsies, I'm going to show you guys what I do afterward with the, after I'm done painting them up. Ugh. So I'll do this guy first. Even though I should clean that up a little bit. Let me clean that up. Let me get my black here. Okay. So I'll clean this up a little bit with some black. And again, I don't care that, you know, I have this black mark here. I don't mind it because I think that it gives just some character to my guys. It's not all uniform. It's not supposed to be all uniform, for sure. Let's see. Is there anything else that I messed up on? No, not really. Not really. There's this little tiny dot right there. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll run with that. And I'm okay with that little red right there. That's gonna get cleaned up after it's gonna get cleaned up after I go through this because I'm gonna make them all chrome and spiky right there. So I would enjoy the painting for sure. I've always been a meticulous person, so I think I'd be good at it. Yeah, dude. I think you would too. And just find a buddy because you play, you already play Magic the Gathering. There is a crossover there. So you just find someone who wants to get into it, and come June or July, maybe even earlier, they're coming out with the new starter box. And the new starter box will have 2 armies in it, Orcs versus Space Marines. So you guys can split it for even cheaper. You would have to buy the paints though. So maybe don't do that. Maybe buy there's usually like a $40 box. And it's maybe a little bit more than that. It's maybe like 60, and it usually comes with like 5 Space Marines and like 5 orcs, or in my case with me and my brother, it was 5 Infernus Space Marines, those flamethrower guys, and 5 like tiny bug Tyranids, or no, 10 Tyranids. I'm sorry. And that one comes with all the paints that you'll need, and it'll come with a brush as well. So that might be your best option for starting out, for sure. Let's see if this is dry. Yeah, it's dry. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take this ugly brush. It's a very, very ugly brush. I'm going to shake up my Nuln Oil. It's a very watery based paint here. And I'm just going to dunk this in here and just start going crazy. Getting it all dirty. and just spreading it around. Getting it into his armor there. And going onto his back. And onto his jetpack as well. And it really dirties this thing up, and that's what I like about it. It just really gets things dirty. And so my whole headcanon is that these guys are very, battle damaged and ramshackle, almost like scrappers, really. They go into a battle and they take they take the loot from the people that they have annihilated in combat. So yeah, it looks a little wet right now, but as it dries, it does get better for sure. So take a little bit off. And it just really gets into the recesses. So it just kind of just darkens the whole model. Oops. So later on, I'll show you guys what it'll look like. I'll get it a little closer out. And just letting you know, in 30 minutes, around 3:30 is when I'm gonna do the giveaway. So what I will be giving away is this little Warhammer box here. It comes with 3 minis and enough paints for you to get started. They're also they're snapped together, so all you need are some clippers. I didn't I didn't buy you guys any clippers, but who doesn't have clippers, or at least a little knife? So you just cut those off and you'll just snap them together, and then you'll go ahead and try painting them. So yeah, let others know that the giveaway is coming up. And this is, again, it's for people who are new to the hobby, this giveaway. I wanted to kind of bridge the gap here with my friends. What is the board game like? I don't know anything about it. Is it a mix of D&D and Risk? It's like Risk on steroids. That's what it is. It is Risk on steroids. It's not really D&D. D&D is definitely more role-playing, for sure. And I've seen people role play their armies before. They do funny voices when they're playing. But it is just pure killing each other. That is all it is. And so you have like special ability. Every unit in the game has a special ability. So these guys can jump down from the sky and they can just intercept people. I have other guys who are just battle line characters who they just shoot, and that's about it. I have like giant robotic tanks. Those ones are really cool. They have a lot of health and they have a lot of firepower, but they always die. They always die way too quickly. So it's like Risk, but imagine if every single one of those little guys had a different ability that could pair with other abilities. And each guy had, health and armor and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. If a game took 2 hours, that would be a miracle. You can play with smaller armies for sure. But usually most games that I've played usually take around 3.5 to 4 hours. That's kind of the middle of the road. It can go shorter. it can go longer, but yeah, it's kind of a whole day thing, it feels like. But it's a fun way to meet new people. One of my D&D players, I I met him by playing 40K, and even though he beat me, I was like, dude, you're really cool. I like you. You want to go and you want to play D&D together? And he was like, yeah, totally. And so I've invited him to my Friday group, and he's been coming very steady for the past couple months. And yeah, he's having a great time playing D&D. He's never played D&D either. Surprisingly, most of my friends who play D&D with me have never played before. So yeah, it's been a blast. Meet some good people for sure, and everyone is really nice as well. Um, I've never come across anyone like that's like really annoying and weird. Well, I guess I had one person that like I walked in there to play like a very very casual game, and he was not casual with his army list. So that was kind of annoying. I don't think that I would want to play against him again. But everyone has been really nice and very helpful and patient with me, as well as new players. Let's see if I can finish all this red before 3:30 comes along. That would be nice. I don't think that that's going to happen. Ooh, so clean. So clean. Very nice. Clean swipe. And so you see here, like, we got that black there. I like that. I want to keep that. Like just stuff like that. I really like it. So that's why I kind of scrape these guys together. I like the look of it. But I'm probably going to cover that up with a transfer, unfortunately. Because I got to put the Night Lord's heraldry on here. I think the first game that I ever played though, in a real setting, I had played little uh, pickup games with my brother, and we both really didn't know the rules all that much. But the first game that I actually played at a store, it was just a little 500 point game. So that's usually like a quarter of the amount of units that you bring to a usual game, and that took maybe like 2.5 hours, 2 hours maybe, and that was fun. I didn't know some of my rules for my army though, so I won, but I was accidentally cheating with some of my units, unfortunately. I was playing against this guy who just had what was it? These bugs that had like kind of like rocket launchers that would just volley their shots across the map, and those were hitting me pretty hard because they didn't move and they got bonuses if they didn't move on their round. So the next game, I brought snipers, and probably the worst buy of my 40K endeavors. I hate my snipers so much. They cannot hit. They only get one shot. They're very powerful weapons. I will say that. They're very powerful, but whenever I roll the dice, I cannot hit. So, yeah, a bunch of xenomorphs. Yeah, pretty much. I had this idea for painting the bugs as xenomorphs. Um, I think that would be really cool. It'd be kind of hard though, because it's just different shades of black, black and white, with a little bit of green for like the acid in their mouth. So that'd be really hard for like a beginner, but I think that would still look really cool on the table for sure. Obviously, I like black. I like black tones. Now let's get under the armor here. Yeah, the xenomorphs in 40K Cameron are they're called the Tyranids. They're more like uh they're more like the bugs from Starship Troopers though, which is also a really good movie. Are you still in Washington? No, I moved back home to California. Yeah, like the Zerg. Yep, like the Zerg. Did you know? Did you know that StarCraft was originally supposed to be a 40K game, but there was some issues with the rights, and for some reason Warhammer backed out, and Blizzard was still able to make the game somehow, and so they just changed the names, and yeah, so StarCraft was going to be a 40K game. Okay, I guess on to the legs, I guess. Makes sense. There's a lot of similarities. I feel like, oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, my neck. He's got that arrow right there. So let me get that. Yeah, the trim on these guys is really insane. The regular Space Marines do not have this many like spiky bits on their armor. So I would say the Space Marines are way easier to paint than this. You can get crazy with it. I have gotten crazy with painting like different shading on the armor based on like where the light is. I have done it, but this is way more difficult. There's just so much more spiky bits. Kind of messed up there, but again, okay, not a problem. I will go over that later. Ooh, clean, very clean. And then I think that's not lightning. So this part that comes down is part of their armor, but I think this is lightning. Oh, there's a lot of lightning there. Okay. I think that this is lightning too. It has to be lightning. Yeah. You can barely see it right there. Oh, well, here we go. I'll get the front end. That'll probably help. Drag it there. Cool. Nice. Wash this off. Yeah, I like that fin there on top of his helmet. It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys something. I think I cannot tell. It almost looks like lightning, but I don't think that it is. I think it's part of his knee pad. So I'm just gonna paint it red. got that right there. It goes down. Definitely not lightning. And then I'm going to say that that's not lightning either. Oh, come on. Okay. Maybe next time I should invest in some what are those things called when you want to block out sound or something like that? It's okay. You guys can hear my family. That's fine. I love my family. Maybe not noise canceling headphones, because maybe you would, well, yeah, maybe if I do that, just use a mic, that would work. See, I'm just doing this off of my phone though, so I don't know how that would work. Let's get this knee right here. And he's got that knee right there as well. So we'll go in here and do that. So much lightning. I am so excited. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe just a little bit right there. Yeah. Oh, and I'll get a little bit under his little, just right there. Okay. Ooh, 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the giveaway. Tell your friends I'm giving something away for free. You'll just have to join the chat. And then you can leave. One last warp talon. Well, maybe I should get this guy's head. Yeah, I'll get his head real quick. So, just ever so gently. Should I make his little shark fin red? That's the question. Should I make the shark fin red? Where are you working now? Well, I was working at the I was working at an old hospital doing maintenance and groundskeeping. But as of not last Friday, but 2 Fridays ago, they laid us off. They laid the whole facility off. So that's why I am doing this right now. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I had a job interview today with another state facility, and that went well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm not counting my eggs before they hatch, though. What do you guys think, though? Should I put the red spot there, right there on his fin, or should I maybe do silver or bronze? I kind of want to see what the silver looks like. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think the silver would look nice. Yeah, because I have this guy. I have this guy here, and I want to put silver up on the top. Bronze. So I do use bronze sometimes, like here on their chain swords, here on their guns. But most of them have silver right there. You know, let's check out the bronze. Let's check out the bronze. Okay. This is brass scorpion. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Damn. Yep. Thank you, Cameron. That looks pretty sick. Yeah, I like it. Then I'm probably going to do like white there because that's their whole motif is like a white kind of skull features. So I don't know if you saw Cameron, but like for this guy here that I have, he's got like a lot of white and silver. Kind of hard to tell. That's a little better. And again, I'm no expert at this, so I just like painting them. There are plenty of other people out there who are much better than I am. I just want to show you guys that it is possible. And you just got to do it. Just do it. Okay. I know it's a little early, but I'm going to ask everyone if you want to go ahead and type in the chat giveaway. I'll be giving this away. So go ahead and type in the chat giveaway, and I will put your name into a hat, and we will go from there. So we got Clever Girl. Clever girl. Here's a question for you, Cameron. Does everyone online, because I know you use that a lot, does everyone online think that you are a girl when you play your games? Of course. It says girl. You can be my Discord kitten. Hello, kitten. I can definitely carry you a match. I can carry you for a couple of games and we can play together. Then afterward we can go and meet in VR chat. Does that sound good, kitten? Okay, please do. And just as a reminder to the other people in the chat right now, if you want to go ahead and type in giveaway, I am doing a giveaway, and you can go ahead and start painting Warhammer. I will throw your name into the hat. Please, only people in the United States, though. Please, I don't want to have to deal with shipping to across the pond or wherever. So go ahead and type giveaway into the chat. One thing that I will say about this little starter box here, in the game of Warhammer, usually most of your units are in groups of 5 or 10 men. So if you do get this, there are only obviously 3 guys in here. So there is a little workaround though. I would say go to your local Games Workshop store and ask them, hey, I'd like to paint my first mini. And they'll be like, oh, great. And they have a little program where you can go ahead and paint, and they give you a little starter course on how to paint your minis, and you get a free one. So that's pretty cool. So go there and go ahead and Get one of the free minis that they give you, and it's an Infernus Marine. For now, it's an Infernus Marine, and when they get to the new edition, that will probably change. So do it soon, and then go there and maybe go with a friend and go in there and get your first free mini for you and your friend, and then you take your friend's mini, or find another Games Workshop store and just keep put on your Groucho glasses and mustache, and just pretend to be a different person as you get your free mini. And then you will have a 5-man of Infernus Marines. I took my friend to the Warhammer store for his birthday, and I bought him his first combat patrol as well as some paints. And that was one of the first things that we did. I told him, hey, I'd like to get started on the program for my friend. And they said, oh, cool. And they give you free things if you complete the Battle Honors program. For example, I got 4 little 6-sided dice. And you can't use the 4-sided, you can't use only 4 in the game. You need a lot of dice to play the game. But they're good for like markers and whatnot. I play a lot of other, board games, so it's helpful for that as well. So they also give out like a little brush kit, and I'm totally glazing them right now, but it keeps all your brushes inside and whatnot, as well as a bits box. You just have to complete the challenges for the first year of getting into Warhammer, and that's how you get it. But definitely go to the Warhammer store so that you can get 2 more Infernus Marines, because you will need them. You will certainly need them. And again, if you want to, go ahead and type giveaway into the chat. I will add your name to the list. Unless you don't want free stuff. I mean, that's always an option too. I just appreciate the support, guys, and I wanted to give back to you guys. I will say it is getting hot though in here. There is no breeze because I closed the windows. So it is getting a little toasty for my liking. I'll be very happy to open the windows when I'm done streaming today. Wanted to keep the noise pollution of the chickens to a minimum. Hi, Alec. I just ran out of pickles. Oh, man. Ooh, this is going to be hard to get in there. Oof. Not my finest work, but I will take it. And I noticed that there is someone else in the chat right now. So if you want to, go ahead and type giveaway in the comments, and you'll be entered into a giveaway for this thing back here. And please, please be in the U.S. Please, if you are not in the U.S., I am very sorry. You will not be getting the Space Marines. And also, while you're at it, if you want to go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell icon, that would be perfect. I will be streaming on here every Wednesday from 12 to 4 for the foreseeable future. And I am posting more videos as well, just about like general like D&D stuff, as well as kind of basic life skills as well, and just motivational content, because I think that we need a little bit more of that in the world. Yeah, I mean, you do live right next to me, Alec, and you are not like a new person, to Warhammer. You are my brother, so I mean, I do get it. Um, I appreciate it, Alec. I'd like to share this with, a new group of people who have never been into the hobby before. My brother, who just messaged in the chat, he's the one who collects the Tyranids, and he is also working on Raven Guard as well. He saw my guys with jump packs and beaks, and he also wanted jump packs and beaks with red trim. No, I'm just kidding. I think I'm basically done with this one. I'm just going to get his head here. Kind of messed up there, but that's okay. Oop. Yep. It happens. I've been doing this for over a year now, and it still happens. It is a good time, though, for sure. And everyone in the hobby as well is really nice. They're very patient and helpful when it comes to learning the game. I appreciate it a lot. Cool. I think we're done with that one. And then let's go ahead and look at that Chaos Lord with Jump Pack to see how it kind of turned out with the shade oil. So yeah, it really came out really good. I like the dark that has kind of gotten to the recesses of this guy. All these spiky bits here. Yeah. Then I'm going to paint the face white. And like this guy here, I'm going to paint the wings red as well. But I kind of wait on that. I like that one to be a little bit brighter than this darker shade right here on the armor. It gets these really cool effects. So you can kind of see it. Sorry, it's... there we go. So it gets these really cool effects. It gets into the recesses. And yeah. 6 warp talons. Almost done. I appreciate it, guys. This guy's going to take a little bit of work, though, because I need to kind of fix him up a little bit. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it a lot. And for brevity's sake, we will just go ahead and say that Clever Girl is the winner of the of the giveaway. So Clever Girl, if you want to go ahead and message me on Instagram, I can go ahead and set up the just the shipping and whatnot, where to send it to, and you can get started on this thing, man. And then just be sure to go to the Warhammer store and get some more Infernus Marines. You need 2 more, so take a friend to the Warhammer store for that. So thank you so much for everyone for coming with me today. I think I am going to cut it short. I'm a little hungry and I have class later tonight. So I wanted to thank you all for being here. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and appease the eldritch algorithm gods that call this place their domain. I appreciate you guys a lot. And thank you all. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Now I just need to shut off the video. Not the most graceful. All right. Have a good day, guys.